Good morning, world. In keeping with, I guess, this infidelity series, today we're talking about 5 tips for helping your spouse deal or your partner deal with your infidelity. First is to take responsibility for your actions. When things happen in the relationship, and I guess when things are revealed, it is important that you take responsibility for your actions. Very often, what people tend to want to do is justify or explain or blame someone else for what happened. It's important that in a relationship, you take responsibility for your actions. The whole world could have done a gazillion different things, but take responsibility for the one thing that you did. Take responsibility for your actions, especially if you intend to have the relationship continue and move forward from there. 2, give the person time and space to gather themselves. When infidelity is revealed in a relationship, there is generally going to be a whole flood of emotions. Some of the time, your partner is not even going to understand or know what it is that they're feeling at that moment. It's important to give them time and space to process the information that they've received and process what they're experiencing. Try to figure out what it is that they're feeling at that moment. Give them the time and space that they need to do that. 3, continue to uphold your duties in the relationship. While your partner is figuring things out, it's important that you are continuing to do what you have always done, what has been your responsibility in that relationship, because this helps bring a bit of normalcy to the person's life. It allows them to see that, yes, this really bad thing has happened in our relationship, but look at these regular, everyday, normal things that are continuing, which gives the person a sense that, yes, it is possible to move forward. Yes, life can continue to move from this point. 4, be supportive, honest, and open. Once the person has had a chance to process and they're coming down from their anger or their hurt, they are very likely going to want to talk. They will want to ask questions. They will want to say things. Be supportive. Be there to listen. Be there to allow them and listen and support them as they express whatever they are feeling at the time. And as they ask questions, be honest and open. If you are really going to move forward, it's important that you have open, candid discussions about whatever it is that the person wants to have a discussion about. I'm not saying you're going to have discussions about every sort of detail of the infidelity, because a lot of times the details are probably going to be more hurtful than helpful. But the information that they need, make sure that you give the person the information they need in order to allow them to process the whole thing and make the right decision for them. 5, be mindful of your pride and your emotions. When your partner is hurt, when your partner is angry, it is possible that they're going to say or maybe do things that they would normally not do in their everyday part of your relationship. But because of the state of where they are at the moment, there are things that may be said, there are things that may be done that, you're not going to be happy about. And it's important to be mindful of how you're feeling, of how you're receiving their response to your behavior. Be mindful of those things and make sure that you are reacting in a way that's not doing more damage than it is helping. That's pretty much it. 1, take responsibility for your actions, regardless of what other things have happened in the world around you. Take responsibility for the one thing, for your action, for the things that you did. 2, give the person time and space to process everything, to gather their thoughts, because it's a lot of information and it's a lot of emotion to deal with at the time. 3, continue to uphold your duties in the relationship, because it's important for the person to see and feel a bit of normalcy, for them to see that, yes, it is possible for the world to continue to go on even though this awful thing has happened in our relationship. 4, be supportive, honest, and open. When they want to talk, when they are ready to talk, be there, listen to what they have to say, and of course, answer questions. Be open within your discussion. Don't overshare, but be open and be honest with them. And finally, be mindful of your pride and your emotions. Things are going to be said, things could be done that may be hurtful, or that may cause you to be angry. So it's important that you're paying attention to that stuff and understanding how, when things are being said or being done because somebody, out of hurt instead of, out of, yeah, when some things are being done because the person is hurt or because the person is angry, and kind of just react accordingly, and give a person, cut somebody some slack because of what they're going through at the time. And yep, that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.